Hi, Cody. Cody Key, can you hear me? Michelle, can you hear me?
Hold on, Mike. Laura, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I had to step away for another meeting, and I just checked back in to see if the hearing was still ongoing.
It's ongoing till noon. We've only had one other participant join. I didn't know if you wanted to have any other comments at this time, or if you just were checking back in.
No other comments. I'm checking back in, and I did email you our written statement.
I saw that. Thank you. Chad, the rulemaking hearing is remaining open if you have any further comments. If not, we're just leaving this open for other participants to join.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I saw an email come through.
Hi there. The rulemaking hearing is open if you would like to make any comments. If you were not here earlier, I can read back the script for you. I'm not sure if you just wanted to join to listen in or,
Yeah, I was just wanted to join to listen in.
Although I don't think.
Yeah, I did have one more quick comment. I kind of cut off my thing earlier because I had a 5-minute timer going, so I was trying to keep to that, if you don't mind.
Sorry, I believe Laura's having some technical issues at the moment. It may be a
yeah,
moment
no
before
worries.
she's able to come back in. Just
Yeah, it's good taste in coffee, though. I saw that Dutch Bros earlier.
So Ms. Kardokis is going to have to sign out of the hearing and sign back in. The computer is not responding, and we want to make sure that everything is being recorded. So unfortunately, that may mean that you also will need to call back in or sign back in. So we apologize for the inconvenience, but she's going to exit the meeting shortly. And if it closes you out, please feel free to sign or call back in. Thank you.
Can everyone hear me? Okay, it looks like the timer never went off the recorder. I was just having some technical difficulties. I've had to reboot my computer. Hopefully we're all good now. Is there anyone new? It looks like Jason Corona, you're new. There's a call in. I don't know if they want to speak. I think they might have been on earlier and said they didn't. Should I reread the entrance for
Yes,
Jason?
please.
Okay. I'm going
And
to
the
quickly
additional
reread.
statement I just sent you.
Yeah, I'm going to reread I'm going to read this new statement really quickly for Jason and anyone new here. And then once we do that, I'll have see if Jason has any comment, and then we'll go to Chad and in order after that. And if anyone else wants to speak, it looks like Charity. So we'll just go in order after I read this here. We have another person, another call-in number. Let me let everyone in. For anyone that's just joining us, I'm going to quickly reopen the public hearing in a moment. And then once I do that, we'll have some public comments. I'm just going to reopen this. I had to shut down and reboot my computer. So we're going to reopen and restart the hearing as we have had to do today. This is it is not an extension of the comment period or hearing, but simply a continuation of the hearing as previously noticed. The hearing is going to remain open till noon as previously noticed, and we will still remain taking comments through noon. And written comment is still being accepted through Monday, May 5th, all the way till 5 p.m. So even if you make comment today, you're still more than welcome to submit in writing, either via letter to the board at 200 Hawthorne Southeast, Suite D 450, Salem, Oregon 97301. You can email that to attention Laura Kardokis at tax.bd@tax.oregon.gov, or you can also fax that to us at 503-585-5797. Or you can deliver that in person to us at the same address, the 200 Hawthorne Avenue Southeast, Suite D 450, Salem, Oregon 97301. We are here Tuesdays and Wednesdays or by appointment, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to now reopen this public comment to, I believe we have a lot more people on. So I'm going to start with, I apologize for the delay here. I don't see Jason Corona now anymore. Jason, if you're here, you can go ahead and if you have public comment. Okay, hearing none. I see another outside caller, 843-372-5748. Did you want to comment? Okay, not hearing any comment there. Colleen, I believe Barbie, do you want to make your comment? Do you have any comments? Okay, Colleen says no, she's just here to listen. And then we have Patricia King. Patty, Patricia, do you want to, actually, I don't think I can't tell if she's on or not. And then it looks like Cody Key, you're back. Cody, do you have anything you would like to say? Okay, hearing none. I believe Chad, you wanted to add?
Yeah, it's just a small bit. I cut it out for the 5-minute time limit. But I just wanted to comment on the governor's website. There's a section that talks about boards and commissions, and explicitly on there it says, note, you must be an Oregon resident and taxpayer to participate on any Oregon board or commission. So I just find that a little bit odd that out-of-state individuals are not allowed to be on boards or commissions, yet we have a board or commission trying to regulate out-of-state tax preparers. And to go along kind of the lines of that, this public meeting, I don't believe it was posted to the website until April 18th. I could be incorrect on that, but that was the earliest date I could find. And so I could consider that, like a public posting nationally almost, versus the SOS, very Oregon specific posting notice. And then we have the emails going out to everybody, and it says, dear licensee, and informing them about this public meeting and hearing. So it's just a little odd, inconsistent to me, hey, we want to regulate out-of-state tax preparers, but, according to our governor's own rules, you're not allowed input on the board level. We could have out-of-state public members, but they're not eligible for the board, out-of-state LTCs, but they're not eligible for the board. And it's the board that's creating these rules to regulate out-of-state preparers. So that's just all I wanted to add to my previous comments.
Thank you. It now looks like we have Jason Corona joined back. Jason, do you have any public comment?
No, not at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna mute my mic now, and if anybody does want to speak, they're more than welcome to. Just state your name, and then if you're speaking for yourself or for an association, and you can add your public comment. We're just gonna leave this open as mentioned till noon. Oh, sorry about that. Hi there. Is your last name Palmer or is your first Palmer?
Last name Palmer.
What is your first?
Penny.
Hi, Penny. Would you like to make a public comment today?
No, I just was curious to hear what people were saying.
There's not much happening right now, but you're more than free to hang tight and see if anyone joins and makes any more comments.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. What?
It looks like we have a new participant, Sue Boy. Sue, I don't want to say your name wrong. I apologize. I'm looking now. I don't see. No, I'm not seeing her name. I apologize. And then Jason, you're saying you don't have a public comment, right?
No, ma'am, not at this time. I was just logging in. I've been having some computer problems on mine as well. I was just trying to listen in to what had already partaken or if anybody else has anything new.
Okay, just making sure. And again, we're just going to leave this open. If anyone has any comments, go ahead, just announce your name and for the record, and if you're representing any groups or yourself, and then you can make your public comment. It looks like we have a Mandy Matlock and a Susan Tennell that have joined. Do either of you have any public comment you would like to make?
No. Hi, Laura. I was here to listen to the comments, and I guess I was late and missed most of the action.
Yeah, so at 9 a.m. we opened, we started about 9:05. And most of the comments were made early. We are leaving the public hearing open till noon as it was posted for, in case there are further comments. So if anyone else wants to make any, but yeah, a lot of the comments were made earlier on. Mandy.
Will those comments be compiled and shared?
Katrina, can you help me with that question?
The meeting is being recorded, and the recording, I believe, can be posted to the website as normal meeting recordings are. But yes, it will also be, I believe there will be a compilation made for sharing with the board, and that will be a public record.
Thank you.
I will, we have a YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is on our page. And if you choose to, like, I will get this posted as soon as I can after this meeting, and to the YouTube channel.
Do you have transcription services on this recording?
I believe it is transcribing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Madeline, do you have any public comment you would like to share? I see you just joined. Okay, she doesn't have a microphone. You're more than welcome if you do have any public comment. This is to everybody again that's joined recently and did not hear the opening statements. The public comment is remaining open, just the public hearing was today, through May 5th, 2025, Monday at 5 p.m. So if you would like to have a written comment, you can write those comments in. You can send those via email to tax.bd@tax.oregon.gov. You can fax them to the 503-585-5797. You can regular mail those into the 200 Hawthorne Avenue Southeast Suite D450, Salem, Oregon 97301, or you can bring those in person to the same address. Our normal business hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We are in office. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are by appointment. And then Maddie, I can take that to the board, but it's more, if you would like to write that in an email or anything written, I can take. I'm not really allowed to answer anything regarding public comment. Of course. So Susan, when you look at the ones I sent out that are attached, the information that I believe we're removing, and Katrina, you can help me step in here as you listen to me. She wants to know what's new and proposed so when you're going through, there's like lines crossing things out on that,
It's on the Secretary of State website. If
I
you,
attached it to the email too, Katrina.
okay.
But do you want to explain the crossing out and the,
It's explained on the document itself.
oh, is it? Okay, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. But if you open that document that's attached, Susan, those are the proposed and there'll be information. But if you have any trouble, you can call me or email me too, and I can try to walk you through that. This will be, it's, the board will vote on it in May. So this question's from Maddie about when it will be signed into law. So the board will review all the comments that we received in May at our next board meeting. And that after they read through that, they will either vote to amend, keep as is, or like revoke, I guess, some of the, depending on the comments. And then those will be posted as the new rules into
Through the
law.
Secretary of State's office be filed. The final will be filed with the Secretary of State's office.
Thank you. And yes, you're right, Susan, the notice filing tracked changes doc, that's the one. Also, Chad shared our YouTube link. And so thank you for sharing that. So I will get this up once the recording's ended. Then I'll be able to post the morning session. We had a break in the middle. I'd stopped the recording and restarted it at, I believe it was 10:10. I apologize. And I'll post both of these videos at that time. Most of the comments were made. There are more comments on the secondary, but most comments were made on the morning session.
Laura, Jason has his hand up.
Yes, I see that. Thank you. Sorry about that. Jason?
Hi, I would like to make a comment. Jason Corona, Corona Accounting Solutions. I want to applaud the amended rule changes and everything that's being proposed. Specifically, there's two rule changes that I have noticed, changes to Rule 800-010-050 with regards to advertising and solicitation. It's saying in part one, as using this rule, advertiser advertising means any form of printed, broadcast, or electronic material that makes known professional income tax services. This includes, but is not limited, business cards, stationery, and all web and e-commerce advertising of individual or tax preparation business. Personally, I think it should be also included in their social media websites. Because there are a lot of individuals who are advertising for individual or business tax preparation that are not necessarily e-commerce because they're all on personal social media. So I think that should be added and be taken into consideration. And the other one is the limitations that Rule 800-002-0000 limitations on unregistered out-of-state tax preparation businesses. I really applaud this because of the fact that we are so close to the state of Washington which does not require to have a licensed tax consultant or a consultant designee to be operating a tax practice in that state. That there are businesses that are putting Washington addresses on their business and calling it good. But I don't know what the long-term solution is for this, but I think it needs to be at least investigated as to whether we can, the tax board can kind of contact software companies that have professional tax e-filings, such as like Drake or Lacert, ProConnect, to let them know that if they are filing a tax return with a specific state return of Oregon on it, and they're from a different state, that possibly they need to have a license number or some kind of designation that they attach to it before they're allowed to e-file. Because then, if you don't have that, then it doesn't limit anybody from just, e-filing a return for the state of Oregon, even if they don't have the experience, the competence, or the licensing that's necessary. So I know that's not like a 5-minute fix, but it's something I think that needs to be addressed and needs to be investigated a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Yes, Susan, California does have some licensing requirements. I'm not as aware of what they are, but that's true.
Laura, remember that
Yeah.
you can't discuss the proposed rules today, that this is only the time for people to make comments, and then those comments will be presented to the board for their review.
Yeah, I don't think she's commenting on that. She was just mentioning that California is next to us and they license.
It's 12 o'clock, Laura. You need to call time and adjourn the meeting.
It is now 12 o'clock and this public hearing for rulemaking is now adjourned. Thank you all so much for participating today. I will get these videos posted to the YouTube channel as soon as possible. Thanks again and have a great day.